Hi everyone! Crunch Bandicoot in Crash Bandicoot represents the Hulk because of his strength. See this thing that he wears on his hand? This represents like the Infinity Gauntlet that Thanos wears. Like even like Crash Nitro Kart, um basically, right? That represents the arms race because I'm not definitely sure, but I think sometimes in nukes they use nitro or some other weapons anyway. Like even this Madras Just Eat ad. See how it says MAD here, and it says MAD here. Mad, mutual assured distraction. See how Lindsay in Hollyoaks has this injection. This injection is right here. But it's also represented by this pencil in Stoker. It says, do not disturb the family. Well, basically, if you disturb this family, this guy will kill you. It's just like if you disturb the Illuminati too much, they'll kill you. Or they'll send, like, agents to kill you. See how Rey has this staff? She's a character in Star Wars. Represents the same thing as Gandhi's staff. I hate to say this, guys, but I think Gandhi might be the clown because they're both bald. Like, because he's like trying to deceive people with another religion other than Christianity. Like, you you can't see this very well, but this clown's actually bald. It's because he's got a wig on right here. Look at this. Prince Philip goes carriage riding ahead of Queen's 90th birthday. We know that Prince Philip is a member of the Freemasons. If you're living in the UK tonight and you're planning on watching the Queen's 90th birthday celebration, just like I am, then keep watch for symbolism. I'm sure symbolism is going to be rife tonight. Like even in this picture right here, it looks like the Queen is wearing blue, representing Jesus and God in the light. In the Americans, which is a program on FX, it's about the Cold War. This character right here is Philip, but he's disguised as a person called Clark Westerfeld. Basically, Philip has to kill people as part of his job because he's a KGB officer. See how he's wearing glasses? See how this serial killer in the Lovely Bones is also wearing glasses? See how his hair is similar to his hair? Philip kills people. This serial killer in the Lovely Bones kills people. But the difference is, it's part of Philip's job. This guy just kills people because he gets a sick thrill out of it. He even kills this Susie girl, who's the main character in the Lovely Bones. She represents the lamb or the woman of the Bible because she's got blonde hair. She represents the same person as Alice in Alice in Wonderland, and also Alice in Resident Evil as well. See the sky behind her? Well, you need to ascend past the sky to get into heaven. This Susie character right here represents this same Susie character in the Chronicles of Narnia. And even Susan in Doctor Who as well, the Doctor's granddaughter. See the Nuclear Security Summit right here? if I remember rightly, it's held in Brussels. See these things are like here that look like Illuminati pyramids? Well, just bear with me, guys, a second. Right. So yeah, this right here is the marker that is above people's heads in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and it's basically like the symbol where you get a mission offer and when you can talk to people, like non-playable characters, NPCs. And this I've mentioned this on previous videos, but this symbol right here is very similar to these symbols in the Nuclear Security Summit. Piers Morgan, when it comes to terror, isn't it time we started listening seriously to Trump? No, it's not, is my answer to that. Right. News broke of yet another ISIS terror attack, this time in Brussels. Well, I just said I think our nuclear security summit is in Brussels, so that can't be a coincidence. So, remember we had this World War II bomb scare in Bath? And I said it represents the spirit of Hitler coming back and going into the Pope system. Well, just a few days later, we get this other news story. Army blows up incredibly lifelike explosive device as 75,000 evacuated from Old Trafford. Do you reckon they're just using this as an excuse so they can do like weapons testing and bombs testing and things like that? I don't know what to think anymore, to be honest. Anyway, look, it says Ukraine's Jamala wins competition, even though Russia was the favourite to win. We're talking about Eurovision here. And this is just the Illuminati stirring up shit again. Trying to get even more excuses to start World War III. They know that Ukraine and Russia have been at war with each other. So they're making tensions even worse between the two countries now with this whole Eurovision thing. Look at this EU referendum. Boris Johnson compares EU's aims to Hitler's. Again, stirring up shit. The EU wants a super state just as Hitler did. That's what Boris Johnson is saying. Well, to be honest, I think it's not necessarily the EU who wants a super state, it's actually the Illuminati who wants a super state. The EU is just a small part of the Illuminati. Well, they're not even part. They're not even part of the Illuminati. They're just the Illuminati's puppets. They just use them for like trade and things like that. See how this bloody thing here looks like a tesseract, and this thing here, this ballot box. The pro-Brexit Tory MP said both the Nazi leader and Napoleon had failed at unification, and the EU was an attempt to do this by different methods. Shadow Foreign Secretary Hilary Benn, who backs Remain, said the comparison was offensive and desperate. Meanwhile, UKIP leader Nigel Farage has backed Mr Johnson to be the next Prime Minister. Well, obviously he would back him to be the next Prime Minister because they both want to leave the EU. Both Farage and Boris do. Boris Johnson has compared the EU's aims to Hitler's, saying both involved the intention to unify Europe under a single authority. What if they're planning on this single authority being the New World Order, or the Illuminati, or something of that nature? May God have mercy on the soul. Tomorrow morning, Piers Morgan's gonna do an interview with Trump on Good Morning Britain. I think it's already been recorded, but it's yet to be shown on TV. So if you watch it, make sure you take in everything that he says. And if even one word that he says is, seems out of place to you, then I don't know. Maybe it will open your eyes, or maybe your eyes have already been opened. It's also about listening and opening your ears as well. Thank you very much, everybody. See you at the wedding feast of the Lamb. Keep faith in Jesus Christ. I just want to say one more thing, actually. Don't you think it's a bit weird that Boris has come out saying this about Hitler? Like, even though myself and the Grox One have been making videos about Hitler lately. Well, the Grox One has been doing it for years, but I've only started doing it recently. So it maybe Boris has watched some of our videos. I don't know. I don't know whether he's just making this up himself or whether he's got inspiration from us. I don't know. I really do not know whether Boris is a good guy or not. I really don't. He could even represent that clown, for all we know.